What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm over 200 now, which is massive. 206 at time of recording. I really appreciate that. If you enjoy the content, drop me a subscribe so you can keep up to date with anything else I drop. I'm getting a video a day out right now because there is a lot of transfer news and I want to keep the ball rolling. Views seem to be up right now. So why not capitalize and get myself out there so you guys can all enjoy my content, hopefully. So straight into it. First of all, Cresswell wants to go out on loan or preferably start. Let me know in the comment section below what you prefer. I think that he should be third in line. Now at Leeds, I think Cooper drops down a little bit. I think Cresswell has the ability to start, whether it be with the Stroik or Cock, I'm not too sure. But I think he needs to be starting to get integrated into the team. I think a loan to maybe mid-year might work. Maybe he goes out to the championship until January, one of those short loans, or, you know, a whole season. I'm not too sure. But I don't want the same thing to happen as what's happened with Drame, where he goes there and, you know, he likes the team, signs, all that sort of crap. But no, I prefer him to stay. I think he needs to start getting regular football for us, because he will be our future centre half and future captain. Calvin Ramsey, won't speak too much about it, but he's essentially gone to Liverpool, which I think we expected. Liverpool are in for a Scottish fullback. He's always going to go and follow Robertson's footsteps. But with that, it looks like Rasmus Christensen, we've put a bid in for £10 million. Again, different sort of right back. He's had 30 goal contributions this year, which, sorry, not 30. He's been in the top 30 players for goal contributions in his league. Different sort of right back. Probably starts over Ayling. Obviously, Ayling's getting we're going to sell him, or he's getting pushed out to the back of the queue. I would actually prefer Drame coming back and being second in line to Christensen and putting Drame on the bench, and maybe we sell Ayling. But I'm not too sure. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, who you would keep and who you would let go in that situation. But look, Drame, it's a knock-on effect for Christensen. Drame's spoken out and said that, you know, pretty much he's dropping down the pecking order and he wants to be playing regular football, which is fair enough. You can't knock him for that. He's enjoyed his time at Cardiff, so if he wants to leave, that's on him. In the end, we're Leeds, and no player's bigger than the club, and we don't owe any player anything, except for Pablo Hernandez. Next on the list, Ben Brereton Diaz. Dermot Brereton is a football player here in Australia, and I got confused because I saw Brereton. I got my notes here. Ben Brereton Diaz, striker from Blackburn, started the season on fire, slowly dropped off, but he is a pacey striker, can finish, got a good eye for goal. He would be my preferred signing up front. I think I spoke about Minamino playing up front yesterday. That's what the rumour was, but I'd rather him be an attacking midfielder and Brereton Diaz be up front. Start up front. Very good player. Would love to see him at Leeds. Nobody else is really in for him at the moment, so it could be a sneaky one that gets done. I think £10 million was what was touted, but £10 million seems to be the price tag everyone's slapping on everyone at the moment. So who knows? But that would be a sign that I'd like to see happen. I think that feels like a good signing, and seems like he would fit in more and probably acclimatise to the Premier League quicker. There is rumours that Victor has flown to New York FC, where Valentin Castellanos, the Argentinian 23-year-old striker, is touted to be trying to make a move happen for him. 95 games, 43 goals since he's come in, not on loan, so this is a signed contract. Meant to be the best player in MLS, best striker in the MLS. Don't know how that translates to the Premier League though. The only one that I know of is Jack Harrison, who's translated to the Championship, which is translated to the Premier League. I don't know of many MLS players who have come straight into the Premier League. If you do, drop them in the comment section below. I haven't really looked at it, but it is hard to acclimatise to the Premier League. And look, I prefer Brereton Diaz over him. But who knows? I don't know enough about him as a player, and we're always going to be linked to these sort of players because of the Marsh links with American and the American League. So look, we're obviously looking at him for a reason. And look, if we do bring him in, I'll back him 100%, and maybe he'll become my new favourite player. And he's Argentinian, so got to rate that. Got to rate Argentinians always because of Bielsa. Lewis O'Brien, not much of an update. We haven't signed him or anything, but there are five other Premier League teams looking at him. Obviously, it makes it more difficult for us, but he already is probably living in Huddersfield or Leeds or around that Yorkshire area. Maybe that might entice him to stay. He would start regularly for us and would probably become a main player, I believe. So who knows? But just a bit of an update that there is now starting to become more interest. There is starting to be more interest in him. So maybe I feel like maybe we should have moved a bit quicker for him. But look, I don't know the ins and outs, and I don't think anyone does except for the people in the club and at the top of the club who know how difficult it is to get transfers in. For me, it's as simple as Football Manager and FIFA, where you just click a few buttons and you got a player. But that's not real life. Next up, Renya, 18-year-old winger from Santos. Again, don't know anything about him. He's only played 2 league games for Santos, but he's touted to be a very, very good player. On the ball, just looks like he's one of those nippy, quick dribbling players who's exciting to watch and make things happen. Again, don't know enough about him. Don't know if he will come straight in. Wingers surprises me because wingers aren't going to suit the system for Marsh. But maybe we're looking at those players that can play attack and midfield and wing, like a Minamino, like Aronson, in case, probably as a backup plan in case Marsh doesn't work out. 10 games in, say we sack him, new manager comes in and wants to play wingers, you have players who can play both. So that's probably smart on behalf of the club. Whether that's the thoughts of Marsh, probably not. He probably doesn't think he's going to get sacked, but who knows. Adama Traore, Tottenham, Newcastle and Leeds are in for him. I'm not too sure about this one. I think he's 30-40 million, and knowing Barcelona, even if they want a snip price for him, 20 to 25 million for a winger who's not super prolific scoring goals. Don't know if he can play attacking midfield. Maybe he plays as like a wing back, but I think that's a non-starter. I think maybe he played Tottenham as a right wing back. They want Jack Harrison as a left wing back. Again, funny that Newcastle and Tottenham are both in for Adama Traore. Again, sounds like maybe converting wingers like Harrison, and that's what they're sort of trying to do into wing backs. So a bit of a non-starter for me. I don't know if I really want him at the club either. He doesn't seem to have a super great attitude. So, I'm not that interested in that one. Noa Lang confirms that Leeds United have got interest in him. AC Milan, we seem to be leading the race. And this is now confirmed by Noa Lang himself that we have solid interest, like concrete interest in him. I would like this one to get done. He is a fantastic footballer. But again, you're starting to stack up that attacking midfield spot, and we do need as much players as we can get there. We do need probably 3 options, I think, which would be Minamino, Aronson, and Noa Lang. Or Noa Lang plays up front. I don't know enough about him. He plays on the wing at the moment, but he does score goals. Maybe he's a striker. Maybe he plays up front with Bamford. So, 22 years old. He's been quality at Bruges this year. Yeah, I would like to get him done. He has a good vibe about him, just like Aronson and O'Brien do. He's got a good vibe about him. The Adama Traore, not so much. Doesn't give me good vibes. And the last player on the list is Gonzalo Plata. 21-year-old winger, currently playing for or owned by Sporting Lisbon. He has played at Valladolid, if I'm pronouncing that right, and wants to stay there. He's been on loan, but they cannot afford him. 8.5 million. La Liga's struggling with money from COVID, so they can't afford him. They can't afford to pay for his transfer fee. Maybe this one's something that can happen. I don't know much about him. Portuguese league, I don't watch a lot of it. I watch more the French League, Premier League, French League, and the Serie A. Mostly Ligue 1 I watch. I don't have time to watch all of it, so again, it's YouTube videos, as most people will probably confess that it's YouTube videos they watch. Look, yeah, like I said, don't know much about him. 21 years old, haven't really heard anything about him before, so he can't be super fantastic, but I'm not going to rip on him before he comes to the club, if he does. But this one's only a fresh rumour, so maybe it starts to progress over the coming days, and maybe I'll dig more deeply into it. This is more of a last minute add-on. But yeah, thank you for watching the videos. Again, thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate the support. It's really nice to finally, I've been doing this since probably August last year, I want to say. I did it non-stop for 4 months, and then I had 4 months off where I just couldn't find time with my newborn, but now I'm starting to get time again. So I really appreciate the support. It's yeah, makes it feel like it's worth making these videos, if you get what I mean. And yeah, I appreciate it. So again, drop in the comments what your thoughts are on all these players, all the new rumours, the ins and outs. Let me know what you think about Cresswell and who your preferred striker would be out of the rumours so far. And yeah, peace.